Parsons, inviting you to meet the stars. Standard equipment for a top-notch movie cowboy is a smart, streamlined trailer outfit. And one of the snappiest is this sky blue station wagon and trailer belonging to Roy Rogers. Roy and his famous horse Trigger travel thousands of miles each year, making personal appearances. And before each tour, Roy has to work out new stunts for Trigger to perform for his admiring public. It takes time and patience on the part of both horse and rider to perfect complicated tricks like the one Roy's practicing here. A shot rings out, and Roy falls to the ground as if severely wounded. The loyal Trigger, although wounded himself, refuses to desert his master. Realizing that the injured man is too badly hurt to stand up, Trigger lies down so that Roy can crawl into the saddle. Yes, sir, it takes time to teach even the smartest horse routines like this. Yet training Trigger is only one of Roy Rogers' many interests and activities. First and foremost, even before his work, comes his family. He and his wife recently adopted a baby girl, and in the short time since she came to make her home with them, 10-month-old Cheryl has become the most important thing in their lives. In fact, her new daddy thinks she's just about the most important thing in the whole world. And I can't say I blame him. She's pretty irresistible. Between his family and his career, you wouldn't think Roy would have much time for hobbies. Yet he has a fine collection of registered homing pigeons and is something of an authority on pigeon raising and racing. He's also an expert archer and uses a bow with a 78-pound pull. And if you think that arrow doesn't pack a punch, take a look at the way it pierces a tin can. Although it's blunt-nosed, it will go through a wooden plank an inch thick. Another sport Roy finds time to be plenty good at is bowling. How he keeps his balance in those high-heeled boots is a mystery. But they don't seem to cramp his style. His average is 175. Roy sponsors a team recruited from his fellow workers at the studio and bowls with them in league competition regularly. Recently, Roy added a new facet to his many-sided life when he opened a smart store to sell Western togs. The whole San Fernando Valley turned out to celebrate his opening, and Roy put on an impromptu show for the crowd.
Well, howdy, folks. You know, I never thought I'd ever be a storekeeper, but I want to thank you all for coming over and paying us a little visit to the Ranger Post. You know, I don't make many personal appearances here in Hollywood or Los Angeles, so this is the only way I could get a chance to meet you all in person. I'd like to do a little song from one of my pictures. The name of it is Here on the Range with You. Riding days are happy days on the rolling plains, swaying in the saddle all day long. In my heart I find a song, here on the range with you. The yellow moon that rolls along up yonder will always keep shining bright and light our trails wherever we may wander over the rolling plains at night, riding down the western trails under skies of blue, swaying in the saddle all day long. In my heart I find a song, here on the range with you. Well, folks, I'd like to introduce a young lady to you that's up to her neck right now in the middle of a picture. I know you've seen her lots of times on the screen and like her very much. And so I'm going to welcome Judy Canova to the Ranger Post. Come on down and say howdy, Judy.
Yippee! Howdy, Roy. I just came over to wish you luck with your new store and everything. You're such a swell guy. I know you're going to sell everything in it. And I brought you a little something.
Oh,
luck.
Doggone. Look at that.
You remember that old horse I used to ride?
Which one?
You remember that, the only one that'll ever ride me.
Oh, I see. Well, yeah, I remember.
Well, that's what's left of him. You keep it.
Okay, well, thank you, Judy. Let's give her... Well, boys and girls and ladies and what come with you, I'd like to welcome to the Ranger Post Bill Elliott. Come on down, Bill, and say howdy.
Well, thank you, Roy, for a very, very nice introduction. And I just wanted to bring you a little good luck token, and the only thing I could think about was a horse on, a shoe, I mean, on one of my horses, so I jerked it off, and here it is.
Well, thank you, Bill. That's mighty nice of you.
Thank you, folks.
Thank you very much, Bill. I'd like to introduce to you George Gabby Hayes. Come on down here, will you, Pappy?
Roy, you sure got a nice place here. And owing to the fact that I'm your partner in pictures, I think it'd be a good idea if you'd kind of make me your partner in this place. You know, free, of course.
Why, sure, yeah, free. Huh?
Oh, by the way, you know that old strawberry roan that I ride in your pictures?
Yeah, oh, you mean old Eddie?
Eddie, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, sir, he wanted to be remembered to you. And you know what he done? He up and kicked that off and told me to bring it over to you. Thank you.
Well, you know... Well, I guess, folks, that all the horses in San Fernando Valley must wear the same kind of shoes. I think I've seen this before. Looks like an old friend. Well, now, folks, this next fella, he's the very newest cowboy star. I'd like you to meet Billy Gilbert. Come on down, Billy.
I don't know about that newest cowboy business. But I noticed that all these other boys that have come down here and wished you good luck as I do, Roy, all presented you with a shoe from their horse. And as you know, I don't have a horse, and my horse didn't send you anything because I don't have a horse. But I feel that you should have something as a memento, and the only horse that I have is me. So you can have my shoe, see? Yeah.
Hey, that's all right. Thank you, Billy. That's mighty fine.
Good luck, Roy.
Thank you very much. All right, now, folks, I'd like to introduce a fellow to you that is #1 singing Western star, and he's the first fellow that ever made singing Western pictures, and that's Mr. Gene Autry. So will you come down and say howdy, Gene?
Thanks a lot, folks. Roy, I've been looking around here. I want to find the credit manager of this place. I would like to open an account. So if you're the credit manager, I'd like to talk to you up in your office a few minutes.
All right, Gene, right after this is over, I'll meet you.
Really, I'm glad to see you with a nice store like this, and I know you're going to be very successful, and I wish you all the luck in the world.
Thank you very much, Gene. And I'd like to introduce to you another Western star, Bob Baker. So let's give him a nice big hand, would you? Hi, Bob.
Thank you, Roy. Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And Roy, I'm mighty glad to be out here with you this evening, and I want to wish you all the luck in the world with your little ranger's post here. And I'm going to be just like Gene. I'm going to come over and look up your credit manager, too.
Well, that's fine.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much, folks. Roscoe waits. Will you come down and say howdy, Roscoe? Well, good gosh. Where did you get that awful-looking hat, Roscoe?
I got it here.
What? That's sure a good looker, ain't it? That's a fine hat.
Yeah, but I can't find any place to put my ears.
You're doing all right with it.
Yeah. Say, Roy, I brought my mother over here tonight to see the place to it. Would you like to meet her?
Why, sure.
Mother, would you come down here a minute? It's my mother, Miss Betty Lee Stewart, Mr. Rogers.
Howdy, Ma.
Hello.
Uh-oh, hello. We better go. We'll be back to see you when you get the stuff all straightened around.
Well, thank you, Roscoe.
Goodbye.
I'd like to introduce a young lady to you, Mary Lee. Oh, shucks, she's just cute as a speckled pup under a brand new wagon, and she's working in a series of Gene Autry's pictures, and she's doing a swell job of it. Come on down, will you, Mary?
Thank you. Oh, this is a wonderful place. I see where I'm going to get a new Western outfit.
Well, that's fine. Just come on over. We'll fix you up.
All right. Is my credit good, too?
Why, sure.
Wonderful.
Well, listen, Mary, would you like to sing a song for the folks out there?
I'd like very much to. You can't change the swing of the range with the chippy-I-the-I-O. Oh, you can't change the swing of the range with your big-town bodiodo. Papa plays a fiddle, brother toots a jugs, mama calls a square dance, and sister gets the hugs. There's nothing new, and there's nothing strange about the swing, swing, swing of the range.